welcome to Law Talk series. My name is Precious Tojuko Sanjaya, and on this episode, I'm going to be talking about Lagosians and traffic offences. Now, if you live in Lagos or you visit Lagos once in a while, either to carry out business, for holidays, to catch up with friends, to party, or you have friends, relatives, loved ones that reside in Lagos, trust me, you don't want to miss out on this episode because traffic offences in Lagos is getting very strict by the day. And the new governor of Lagos State is not smiling at all. So please stay tuned and don't miss out on this one. Okay, generally speaking, we don't have problem with having laws in Nigeria. We have laws in Nigeria, laws that tend to cover almost every aspect of life, of transaction in Nigeria. So the problem in Nigeria is not that we don't have laws. They may not be adequate enough, they may not be robust enough, but they are laws that covers almost every sector and every transaction in Nigeria. For example, Lagos State alone, in Lagos State, we have a minimum of 198 laws. That's just for Lagos State. We're talking about the state laws. I've not talked about the remaining 35 states in Nigeria, and I've not talked about the federal laws itself. So approximately Nigeria may even be having almost 500 laws. So we don't have a problem with having laws. The problem that we have is in the execution of those laws, is the enforcement. There are no personnel, there are no strategies, modalities, so to say, to bring these laws into reality. And that is exactly what the present governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has done. He has added flesh to the spirits and letters of the laws, the consolidated laws of transport that has to do with transport in Lagos. So it's not as if the laws that the traffic offences that is being enforced now has not been there. It has been there, but they've not been proper enforcement. So immediately he came into power, he ensured that the traffic laws is being enforced and traffic offenders are penalized in accordance with the law. So that's basically what His Excellency Sanwo-Olu has done. He's actually enforced the traffic laws of Lagos State. This is not to say that the traffic situation in Lagos has improved. This is not to say that there's no more traffic in Lagos. In fact, the traffic thing is getting like terrible, so to say, in quotes. The other day I had to stay from my home, moving from my home to Ikeja. It shouldn't be more than 30 minutes drive. However, I spent over 3 hours on the road, and now this is because everybody's trying to find the fit. There's an enforcement of the traffic offences, so and everything just seems to be so tense. So everybody's trying to find the fit, and we believe that in no time, sooner than we think, things will fall into place. So basically, the laws that has to do with consolidated transportation in Nigeria has mapped out 53 offences to traffic offenders or whoever is found wanting. And let me just say here that the offences penalties goes to both the passengers and the drivers. For example, if you are to use your seatbelt as a passenger and as a driver, so if your driver is using seatbelt and you as a passenger you're not using seatbelt, you are going to be liable for that. So basically there are 53 offences that the transport laws of Lagos State has provided for. However, via his executive power, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, His Excellency, has added 11 more, so to say, making it a total of 64 traffic offences. And these offences are divided into three categories. The first one are fines. You can get to pay fines if you're caught, if you're found guilty, so to say, or if you default. That there's a fine aspect. It has as high as 70,000 naira if you drive on the BLT lane. That is for this commercial and motorists that always like to take, or any private car owner that takes the BLT lane. So there are fines like 20,000 naira, the fines of 30,000 naira, the fines of 70,000 naira, which I'm going to break down on my next episode. But this episode, I just want to introduce the laws. So the law is being divided, the offenses rather, being divided into three categories. The first one, you get to pay fine. The second category is you can go to prison, a minimum of 6 months if you are found guilty by the court of law, and you can be recommended to go to the Lagos Driving Institute. That is, irrespective of the fact that you may have the driving license or you have been to the driving school. For the authority to recommend that you should go to driving school means that you either didn't learn the driving properly or you have not impute what you have learned at the driving school. Now, we have 20 offenses. Out of the 64 offenses, we have 20 that has been mapped out for seizing of cars, vehicles, and trucks, which I'm going to talk about on my next episode. So basically, His Excellency has ensured, one of the ways he has ensured that these offenses are being enforced on the citizens or on every motorist is that the authority that is in charge of managing traffic in Lagos State, that is the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, commonly known as LASMA, he has doubled the allowances. So, for example, if the allowance was 100 naira before, he's made it 200 naira. He's doubled the allowances. He has also doubled the shift. So they now work till 11 p.m. unlike before, where they get to work from morning till about in the evening and then they close for the day. Traffic and management officers, LASMA officials, have they now do double shifts and they work till 11 p.m. The allowances has been doubled, the uniforms changed, they have gone through some orientation, so they are now very polite. The other day they stopped someone and they were so polite, and then they're doing the job so well. So that's the terms of for the governor and for LASMA. So basically what I want to leave with you on this episode is that we have total of 64 offenses of traffic offenses in Lagos State. It's divided into three categories. You could pay fine, you could go to prison if you're found guilty by the court of law, and you could be sent to the Lagos State Driving Institute. Of course, not on the expenses of the Lagos State, is from your pocket that you do that, but you just have to go to the driving school. So please, Lagosians, do stay out of trouble. My next episode, I'm going to be breaking these offenses down. I'm going to be telling you how much it costs and how to go if, for example, you're being caught unawares. If you are being caught you defaulted, how to go through the process. Because every day, if for example your car has been impounded, and every day that your car sleeps at the office, you get to pay a particular fine. And then if there's a prescribed period by the law that you need to take your car out by paying your penalty, your fine, and if you don't do that, it will be doubled. So I'm going to discuss all this on my next episode. I just want to introduce to you the traffic laws of Lagos State. So please, Lagosians, or for those that visit Lagos for any reason, do stay out of trouble, because ignorance is no excuse in law. Thank you for your time, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Law Talk TV, and hit the notification button for updates on my videos. Do have a lovely day, and see you next time. Bye bye.
I call you baby. Some people don't know I call you baby. They say I'm crazy. No be my photo, you drive me crazy. You better see they do me. I carry on my top on my head.